Welcome to eToro Copy Trading 1000 on ChinaTech. Okay, so today's video is about investing in ChinaTech. It's a copy portfolio on eToro. I'm just going to give a brief overview of it, and then I'm going to go over what the reasons why I'm going to invest in this copy portfolio. And I'm going to go over my portfolio and plan for the future. And I'll go over some of the main stocks in this portfolio. So just a little bit about, so this video is called eToro Copy Trading 1000 on ChinaTech. So China has been the only economy in the world to grow in 2020, guys. It's the only economy in the world that has grown 2020. Their economy grew by 2.3%. And China is emerging as a leader in advanced technology such as artificial technology, e-commerce, electronics and machinery, and robotics, which is bringing massive competition to corporate American tech giants. So China is coming out with really good technology. They're big competition to the giants in America like Google, etc., which have been the leaders for so long. So the China Tech Copy portfolio is designed to offer long-term investors exposure to a broad range of companies in the Chinese tech evolution that generate revenue in China and globally, and companies that see China as their main revenue contributor. Okay, so it's not only Chinese companies, but they do business all over the world, and some companies that sell most of the products or a lot of the products in China. The minimum deposit is $1,000, and the portfolio may be rebalanced yearly depending on market conditions. So they rebalance it yearly depending on how the stocks in that portfolio are doing and how the market is doing. The last yearly rebalance was on the 12th of January 2021, so just a few weeks ago, and the copy portfolio gained 55.91% in 2020. Okay, so this is a great time to invest when there's been a rebalance done recently. And one of the reasons why I'm invested in China Tech is to balance the risk of my recent investment in Outsmart the NASDAQ, which is largely American tech companies, but there's a lot of pharmaceutical companies in that portfolio also. There is a lot of medical marijuana stocks in it, but largely it is from the Nasdaq 100. Is a lot of tech stocks in there, and I'll show you that in a minute. And if you want to sign up and invest in China Tech, use my link. I'll leave it in the description, or go to copytradingforum.com, and you will be supporting the channel. If you also want to support the channel, just like and subscribe. I'll be making more videos soon. But here we go. This is my portfolio at the moment. I have outsmart the Nasdaq here is up 68.84, so it's up 6.88% there. Okay, so I only invested in that about a week ago, so I'm really happy with that. So what's really important when your investment is risk management, is to spread your risk, guys. Okay, so how am I going to spread the risk with IT stocks, with American market? I'm going to invest in the Chinese market. As you can see, they grew in 2020, but the American market didn't. So I'm balancing out my risk with investing 1,000 into China Tech copy portfolio on eToro. As you can see on the Outsmart the Nasdaq, it's mostly American companies. This is doing very well for me at the moment. It's already up 6.93%. I'm really happy with that, guys. This is done by the picking the best stocks, the best from the best traders on the eToro. It uses machine learning, but you can see here, guys, the gains there. Lots of American IT companies, Microsoft, etc. Facebook, they're down at the moment, but don't worry, Apple, they're all the big giants here. You can see here there's a lot of medical marijuana and pharmaceutical businesses in here that are doing quite well, but there are a lot of American IT companies in here too. Okay, like Apple, AMD. So let's go over to China Tech, and I'm going to pull the trigger straight away on this one, guys. So it's going to be loading up. Okay, so $1,000. I'm going to leave the copy portfolio. If it drops below $50, it sell off the shares. But you can set it to whatever you want. I watch the stock market every day. I work in IT, so I'm always on my lunch breaks. I check the stock market. So since its inception, it's up 80.45%. I'll go over that in a minute. So I'm going to invest $1,000 into the China tech leaders of China to even out for risk management against my NASDAQ investment. I'm going to pull the trigger and invest $1,000, and that will show up now in a moment. Started investing in ChinaTech, and we'll go look at that in a moment. But let's just look through the stats here at the moment, guys. Really good stats here. So you can see here last year, it only started last year in May 2020. You can see this with the star with them. That's just back tested results. So that's kind of what it would have done on previous years. But as it's rebalanced, you can't really get an accurate figure from that. But 55 this year, 24% last year. It fell in 2018, but everything fell in 2018, and 40.95 in the year before. But I'm looking at last year and this year's gain. So 55.991% last year and up 16.34% already this year. And it's just been recently rebalanced, so good time to invest. You can see here the risk score here since it started here was 444, and then it went up slightly to 5. There's 3,154 investors, and I'm one of them now. There's 5 millions under asset, and remember these portfolios used to be 5,000 investing. They were brought down to 2,000, and now a lot of them are just 1,000. Okay, you can see there. We'll go through now the stocks here in the portfolio. Really excited about this, guys. So remember, the most important thing about trading is to diversify your investments. So I'm going to be buying or investing in at least 3 or 4 more copy portfolios, and then I'm going to move on to adding copy traders, and I'm going to be doing swing trading, etc. too. Let's just go through a few of these, guys. Tenants or 10 cents, sorry, 10 cent. Look at this company here. So the 6.42% invested in, I'm up 24.70. So what do 10 cent do? So 10 cents are a company that creates apps like WhatsApp. So this is called WeChat. It's the Chinese version of WhatsApp. Okay, so this is what they use in China for, so you can think of it like that. Everyone's into WhatsApp. WhatsApp has done very well. So you see the way I'm evening out the market, guys. We'll close off that one. If you want to look through the revenue here, you can click to quarterly or yearly there. You can see here total revenue here in the blue has grown, and their net income has grown over them years. You can go through all of these stats yourself, guys. Go through the balance sheet, etc. Go through all of this yourself. But for today, you can see the graph there, massive gains, is growing nicely. Okay, we'll close that down. Let's go on to the next stock. These are the most invested in it. So the biggest investments. So this one is Alibaba. It's like Amazon. So there's 6.42% in here. It's up 16.454. This is a massive company too. Very similar. There we go. Very similar to Amazon. Okay, so you can there you can buy all everything and anything like there, and maybe a lot cheaper than Amazon. But if you're shipping to the Europe or America, it might take a little bit longer depending on the shipping that you select. But this is a very well known company, massive company, just like Amazon, but a Chinese version. So I closed that one down. But you can see here, Alibaba come out with an earning report recently. The stock went up, but I think it was up here, but still doing very well, guys. You can go through the revenue there, etc. Everything with that yourself. Okay, let's move on here. Let's move on to Meitang. Okay, Class B. Okay, this company here is exactly like Uber in America. It does all the deliveries, etc., dine-ins. You can get dine-ins, food on the go, exactly like Uber. Okay, that kind of technology there. So really cool. So you can look through all of this, guys, yourself. Go through all of these, and you can read through the news yourself there. Okay, next one I'm going to look at is, and we have JD.US. So JD.com, okay, there's 4.38% invested. It's up 7.39% since I invested. Let's look at this. Great growth there, guys. Look over 1 year. Nice solid growth in this stock here. You can go through the revenue here. Look at the revenue. Big revenue here. Big money going through this website. This is also like Amazon. I'm not so familiar with this website, but you can see there you can buy lots of perfume. I think you can buy everything on this, but it's more familiar with the Chinese market. It's all in Chinese. So you see all of the big brands there. So really cool website. I've heard of it before, but I've never used it. Let's see. The next company I'm going to look at is Qualcomm Inc. Okay, so they make processors, etc. It's 4.22% invested in there, down at the moment, but don't worry, guys. I am in this for the long term. Okay, so what do? They build processors they build like AMD does, like Intel does, these processors. Okay, so they make all the processors for the Chinese phones. So you'll see them on the Chinese phones, Qualcomm, Snapdragon, 5G technology. Really cool. So it's a Chinese version there. China is really getting into all of this tech now. They're improving all of their products now, and their economy is doing better, and they have more money, which is great for the country and Chinese people. So next one I'm going to look at is Baidu, which means 100,000 things. So this is exactly the same as Google. It's a search engine. They have everything, but it's the Chinese version. As you may know, Google and YouTube is not allowed in China. They have their own web browser here. I search for copy trading here, and there's the results. I search for my website. It's not on it, but I might try and put my website on it. It just you have to go through the Chinese part and translate it, etc. So Baidu, think of it as the Chinese version of Google. Next one we're going to look at is XI. They make all the phones, guys. Okay, so down here they have 3.21%. It's down minus 19.54, but probably a good time to invest in this because it's down. That means it's got plenty of room to grow. But I know these phones. I have a Chinese phone at the moment too. I bought it for €300 about 2 years ago. It's still going perfectly well. The Samsung at the time was like 7,800, and it was the same specs, but it's doing me very well, and really good cameras and technology and AI on these phones here. And these also use the Qualcomm and 5G technology. Okay, so you can go down here, look at these cameras, lots of cool cameras on there, and you're not going to spend or cost as much as Apple or a Samsung does. I will never buy one of these phones, these Samsung or Apple again, because you're just paying for the name, guys. These phones are even better. The technology is really cool. The zoom on them is very good. There you can see Qualcomm Snapdragon, powerful processor running faster. Lots of cool phones on this. There we go, guys. So there we go. There's the brief overview of most of the stocks that was most well known. You can go through all of these yourself, guys. But let's go back into the actual portfolio and have a look. If I go into my portfolio here, it should show that I have bought that. I've invested in ChinaTech. So it's risk management and also a great investment. These were the two that I were wanting to invest in from the start. So ChinaTech is already up 15 cents for me, even with the spread fees. Really happy with that, guys. Let's go in here to ChinaTech. Very cool. Let's click in here. So here, I just want to show you one thing on here that is important. So the portfolio is spread out into three different parts. Companies that are based in China and derive 100% of the revenue from that region. So companies based in China and do all their sales in China. China, 42.5% spread over 13 assets. So over 13 stocks, you have that amount of your portfolio on just Chinese companies. The second one is companies that are based in China but derive the majority of the revenue from the region, but also exposure to economies outside China. So you're looking at China and global. So 42.5% spread over 12 stocks there. And then the last one is companies that are based outside China but derive the majority of their business from China, like Qualcomm, I believe, their headquarters are in America, but there could be a Chinese company. I'll have to look into that further. But you can see here 15% spread over 5 assets. Okay, so really good spread out there, guys. Really love this portfolio. I love these portfolios. They're managed by eToro. They're doing really well. Really good way for long-term investments. Okay, and you have a team behind them on eToro. Very nice. If like this is I'm going to be making more videos of what I'm going to invest in next, but I'm really big fan of the copy portfolios for the long term. There's China is just getting better and better. Their economy is just getting really good at the moment. So I'm really looking forward to this one to see how it does. I'm going to be making more videos, but this one is called eToro Copy Trading, $1,000 on ChinaTech. But guys, I'm going to be building up these portfolios to about 4 or 5, and then doing some more copy trading on some of the popular investors. But I'm going to be adding funds to these copy portfolios as they grow. And remember, if you're not watching the markets, you can put in your own stop loss there, guys. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to support the channel. And if you're new to eToro, you want to set up a second account and you want to support the channel, sign up at my partner link that's in the description, or go to copytradingforum.com. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm looking forward to this one, guys. I've been waiting to invest in this for a long time. So have a great weekend, or whatever time it is where you are, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace and love, and thank you for watching.